Welcome back to Intables, everyone. To the market, very choppy today, having a pullback from a lot that we had to gain from yesterday. Looking to see if we can continue on with that momentum that we had yesterday. Again, a lot of Feds coming out today mentioning that we are going to possibly have increases in balance sheet runoffs. We do have our 450 level that we are testing from yesterday's lows. So we will be looking to see if we can hold 450 going to tomorrow's Fed minutes. If we do not hold 450, we have another level that I'm going to go over with you guys. And if we do hold that level, then we could have a continuation up. I'm going to go over exactly which leading indicator we do want to be looking at on the daily chart for a possible bounce back and how exactly I would be playing into that. And also, I'm going to go over the chart with you guys on CLVS. We did mention them yesterday on our daily watch list. Very close to breaking out. I'm going to go over exactly what would have to happen for CLVS to have that continuation on up. And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that I mention every single day throughout the week. And if you guys are day traders or you guys are interested in intraday perspective breakouts, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. Now, jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, as you guys can see, we have been looking to see if we can get our 20-day average to cross back over our 50. We finally do get our 20-day average to cross back over our 50. Now, the question is, are we going to continue on with this momentum? We do have Fed minutes coming tomorrow, so we will be looking to see if we can either pull back, bounce off of our 20-day average, or we do have a next level here at 435. If we do continue on down below 447.50, that is the two levels I would be looking for, is 447.50 and 435. We are testing that 450 level going to close, and we also did close on Friday of last week at about 450. Had a nice spike yesterday, so our lows from yesterday and last week on Friday was at 450. That 450 level will be very key. Looking to see if we can hold 447.50 if we do continue on down. From expected fears that are leading into Fed minutes going to tomorrow, we could have a possible pullback, but we will be looking to see if we can again hold our 20-day moving average that is crossing back over our 50, showing us that bullish momentum. So again, just looking for a bounce here leading into Fed minutes. We will have balance sheet runoffs that may be spoken about, or whatever it is that they have to speak about. We will keep our indicators on watch here, looking to see if we can bounce off of our 20 and continue on into new highs. And then we do have our buy pressure here on the MACD that does show us that we are more so in consolidation mode and not on a major move down, at least quite yet. We still do have our EMA lines above our MACD. We have been decreasing in buy pressure. However, that does not mean that we are going to necessarily have a major move to the downside. And as you guys can see, jumping over to our volume here, as you guys can see, we do have some sell volume, but we are not overcommitted to the downside, and very rightfully so, as we do have our 20 crossing back over our 50. We still do have our EMA lines above our MACD showing us that we still could continue. But again, we do want to make sure we are careful because a lot of Feds were mentioning balance sheet runoffs, and if they do mention anything along the lines of balance sheet runoffs this May, which Feds did mention that today, but if they do mention that in Fed minutes, then that very much could be moved to the downside, and we could again be bouncing off of our 20 at that point in time. We'll see exactly which level we do hold after Fed minutes going to this week. That will be very key. And of course, breaking into new highs over our 462 level would be extremely key to have that strong momentum to the upside, and confirming that this 20-day average over our 50 is that stronger push and not just a bounce that we're looking for a continuation on down. So very much watching the SPY for that reason. Now, jumping into CLVS with you guys, I really wanted to go over this with you guys because a lot of people are curious if we're going to have a major continuation on up or if we're going to continue on down, because as you guys can see previously, we had a huge gap up here. We broke up to about 287, and we were looking to see if we can break into new highs with that increase in momentum. And as you guys can see, we did break into new highs, but we did not get that increase in momentum here on our MACD. We got an increase in buy pressure, which was a nice intraday play that we did mention in the Intables room. However, we did not have enough room to run based on our buy pressure. So the question is, are we going to consolidate and possibly break over 309 and have a nice gap up here? A lot of people are curious, especially since CLVS has been moving against the market. And when the market does cool off, then we typically see some move to the upside with CLVS. So if we do break over 309, I would be looking for that increase in momentum here on the MACD, at least breaking above this buy pressure point that we got rejected to the upside at 309 with. So I would be setting my alert, looking to see if we can increase in buy pressure here on the MACD. And if we can break over 309 with this increase in buy pressure, that will signal that we are increasing in momentum for a possible continuation up. And of course, that major gap up that we'd be looking for a possible short squeeze would be breaking above our previous buy pressure point that we had on that initial move to the upside that we had on that stronger move up. So again, very much keeping our buy pressure on the watch and making sure we do increase in momentum. Again, 309 is our previous high. We do need that increase in buy pressure to get that stronger momentum to the upside. Now, as you guys can see on our Bollinger Bands, we did expand on our Bollinger Bands, which gave us this move to the upside. We have been overall very tight here, showing us that we could have a major move either to the upside or the downside. So again, this very much could be a major move to the upside or the downside. I definitely would be careful because again, we do not have that buy pressure that we're looking for here on the MACD. We are going to keep this on watch. But again, we do need that increase in momentum to get that stronger move up and to get that confident and consistent play that we look for in the Insta room. Again, like I said, if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday respective breakouts throughout the day, breakouts like we saw here with CLVS, a nice breakout here that we had, another breakout that we had at this point, and then today we had a nice continuation from yesterday's daily watch list. Again, we do mention daily watch lists, weekly watch lists, and every single breakout that you could imagine that breaks out throughout the day we mentioned in the Instabulls room. And again, like I said, if you guys are interested in these breakouts, go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, especially with how the market has been, in my opinion, it's nice to have some breakouts that are in front of you throughout the day. That is only if you are a day trader. Again, if you guys are not watching charts, I definitely do recommend you not to join the Instabulls room. And again, all of you Instabulls that have been coming over and supporting the channel every single day, I appreciate every one of you guys. We will continue to go at it, let the plays come to us, just like we had in the middle of the day, for example, with CLSN, a nice breakout that we had on a $45 price target from Brooklyn. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help us refine it and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.